Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Lynette's Beauty Box. Today, I thought for the video, I'm going to do a get ready with me with a little chit chat. So, currently here at Casa de Long, it's 0 dark 30, so I'm in the kitchen recording this so I won't wake up the husband. I mean, I could wake him up, but that would irritate me if someone woke me up. So, to begin with, I already washed my face with my fresh cleanser. I think it's called the soy cleanser or something. So, my next thing I'm going to do is take my Purity Made Simple moisturizer and going to moisturize the skin. So, I got up this morning at like 6:20. Not on purpose, mind you. So, comment down below if you've ever just woke up and then was like, just went ahead and decided to get up since you knew that there was no way you were going to get back to sleep. I've been waking up lately with a headache, and I know that it's got to be from my pillow, but I went out last February and spent like $60 on this My Pillow. And I thought, okay, this is going to make a huge difference in my sleep quality. Looking for my concealer, or not my concealer, but my eye cream. I use the Tatcha Silk Peony. This stuff is really expensive, but it's really good. And I've had this jar for, I think, like 3 months. And I still have like a ton of product left. I don't think you can see because it's white on white, but it's really nice. Especially when I remember to put it on. So I definitely have some goals for the new year. One is to do better with my self-care. And for all of you who don't know what self-care is, that is like, not that I have a problem with bathing, but like bathing, washing your hair, taking care of your skin. I mean, it could be just simple little things that make something that you do just for yourself. That is self-care. So it could be, putting on your makeup every day, or, coloring, something that is going to help you with your mental health. And it is getting really close to the anniversary of my mom's passing. It'll be 2 years at the end of February. So I am very mindful of just trying to do things that help me stay in the present and the now, and not, looking back and be like, I woulda, coulda, shoulda type of situation. Okay. The next thing, I'm going to go ahead and do the eyes first because I don't know. I'm going to be trying a new eyeshadow palette. I don't know about if it has kick up or anything like that. So, and there's lots to choose from here. So I was thinking about just doing kind of a basic eye look for today. I don't have to go anywhere or really do anything. Um, my nurse is coming today to see me, who I absolutely love. She's fabulous. She's fabulous, y'all. It's more like whenever she comes, it's more like, oh, I get to visit with a friend. But so that's going to be fun. And did I forget something? I did, but I think I'm gonna swing for the fence and go beyond it. I forgot my primer, but that's okay. I'm just gonna take some powdered foundation. It's the Bare Minerals foundation. And I'm going to go over my eyelids with the Bare Minerals foundation here. And hopefully that will do for the priming. Okay. Like I said, I wanted to go with something a little more muted. I'm going to take this brown and see how it goes. Because the really cool part of this palette is the fact that it has mattes and then shimmers on the outside. But I'm going to take this brown shade right here and take it and put it all over the lid. Okay, I think that I went a little bit too far in. So, take a little towel and see if I can't get that out. Okay. The only bad thing about filming in the kitchen is that the lighting is not that great. Okay. What am I going to do here? Let's see here. Try this Capricorn shade. Ooh. That's not a bad shade. Let's see how it's kind of like a bronzy, almost like a bronzy gold color. But I need something a little bit darker. I have my Tower of Power sitting over here. I need something a little darker to kind of give me a little definition. Well, that definitely did it. This is like a true chocolate brown shade right there. These matte shades are pretty pigmented. I have not had a lot of experience with BH Cosmetics, but this one doesn't seem bad. So, like I said, the I'm working on the self-care, and because I had the weight loss surgery this past year, I am also setting some different goals for that. Um, I have noticed lately that I have not been measuring my portions, and then I'm tending to eat a little bit too much, and then I'm hurting. So I'm going back to measuring everything. I want to start writing in a food journal again. And then the other thing is, for any of you who don't know, I have been in school since February of last year. And it's an online correspondence, whatever you want to call it. But it's an online college out of New York. And I'm studying to get my professional photographer's degree. And I am still on unit 1. There's 6 units. One of my big goals is to block out like an hour, like every 2 or 3 days in my schedule so that I can have time to study. I have noticed that if I study like too much and I'm trying to cram too much information in to my almost 48-year-old brain, I'm not really retaining enough. So when I take a quiz at the end of like the chapter or whatever it is, I'm missing like half of the questions, which is not good. So I haven't even got to my photo projects yet. The main problem I'm having is that there is so much, like in the first unit, there is so much technical jargon with lenses and f-stops, and anyway, there's a lot of technical jargon. And I haven't been in school in like, oh my gosh, I'm so old. Well, I'm almost 48, and I got out of school when I was 18, so math is hard. 30 years. Yeah, 30 years. I mean, I did go through CNA and RNA training, but a lot of that stuff, I mean, once you've worked as a nurse's assistant, most of the stuff is kind of common sense, unless you have no common sense. I used to work with a few people like that. And girl, you know who you are. But so I'm finding it a little bit difficult. I mean, I had to read the chapter about f-stops and all that like 3 times. before I really got it. And I got it, but, it's not like if someone was to say to me, "Hey, Lynette, what's an f-stop?" And I would be like, well, uh, yeah, that type of thing. Okay, so since there is so many pretty metallics, and I really can't decide, no, I'm not going to put them all in my eyes. I was thinking, I've got a bronzy one. Ooh, they have a green one. Look at this. Look at that beauty right there. You know what? There's actually two. But I think this other one is more. Okay, I'm going to see what you guys think. So there's like two shades. Let me move my Fitbit. So there's this one which kind of has like an olive cast, and this one has like a little bluish greenish undertone. I think I'm gonna go with this one. This one is called Sagittarius. I'm just dusting this on the bottom lid. And then I just heard my husband's alarm go off. I'm going to be waking him up shortly. You know, it's funny because you would think, because Marty and I are both retired. I mean, forcibly so. I mean, if it was up to me, I would still be working. But because of all my medical conditions, I had to stop working. And Marty, when he had the 3 strokes, well, actually, after the first stroke, they didn't want him to work anymore, although he did try. And after the second stroke, and then the TIA that he had on the job, he basically was forced to apply for disability. He's doing better. I mean, that first year that he had the 2 strokes, which were right back to back within like, I think 9 days apart, that year he had 11 TIAs. So it was like every time we turned around, it was like TIA, TIA, TIA. And he also has vertigo, so that makes it that much difficult for the doctors to diagnose. They have to do like a CAT scan or MRI, and you have to have one done like within the first hour or two for them to a CAT scan, for them to be able to say, you had a stroke. No, you didn't. If it's over like a 4-hour window, then you have to have an MRI. So, we went through that, and he had to go do physical therapy, but it was very intensive physical therapy. And it was like impatient because, I mean, after the second stroke, there would have been no way, no way. With my mobility issues at the time, I'm doing much better now. Um, that he that I could have taken care of him at home because he basically it was just like transfer from the bed to the wheelchair, and our house is not wheelchair accessible. Um, so he's been through the ringer. But anyway, I digress. So you know, but I mean, really, we're more busy now as retired people than we ever were when we worked. And maybe that's just because we worked all the time and didn't have any time to do anything else. But I mean, okay, so the next step is I am going to see if this It Cosmetics Love Is Foundation brush works just as well with my Bare Minerals foundation as my Bare Minerals Kabuki brush, which is literally made for the foundation. So let's give it a try here in a second. First of all, I'm going to use this Glow Ahead Illuminating Face Oil by Wander Beauty as my primer. I'm reading it. See what it says. I've tried this once, but I've never put it under makeup. It says, bring out your skin's inner radiance with our illuminating oil. Light diffuse optics deliver instant luminosity, while a potent blend of our signature beauty oils and antioxidants help brighten, moisturize, and improve the appearance of skin over time. Well, it doesn't say it's a primer, but it says 1 to 2 drops. Okay, it's this cute little pink stuff. Okay. To work it into the skin. I mean, it doesn't literally feel like an oil. It just, yeah, it's not greasy at all. It feels more like an essence. Because, I mean, there is no oil residue on my face or anything. Feels dry. A little tiny bit tacky. Anyway, so there's that. Okay. Now, I am going to say this matte Bare Minerals, I do need to replace it because it's older than dirt. But I thought I would just get me a little bit and check it out. Okay, swirl, tap, buff. And runny nose. I mean, it's the winter time. I really don't get why I'm still having these runny nose problems. I don't have allergies in the winter time. Well, I can tell you, although this Love is a foundation brush is really nice, I don't think it's better than the Kabuki. Because this one, it seems to like kind of grab onto the skin. And whereas this one just kind of just glides right over. So this was a no-go. It's a beautiful brush, but it's not the best for that. Although my skin does look good. You'll have to excuse me just a moment. Marty? Marty? Babe? Wakey, wakey. I know he's really excited about me waking him up. But it is 8:30. I'm going to mute you for a minute because I'm going to yell at my husband. Hold on just a minute. Okay, I'm back. I keep forgetting that he doesn't have his hearing aids when he sleeps. I'm using the Becca Hydra Mist Set and Refresh Powder. Did you see that dust? I haven't really used this. I mean, I stuck my finger in it, but oh man, this powder feels so good. It actually feels cool on the skin. That's nice. That's very nice. Okay. Let's get a little brush down from the tower here. Let's see if we can't put a little blush on the face so we don't look like a ghost. I tend to stipple it on. This is not a stippling brush, but stippling on powder works really good, especially if you're using a lighter blush. And of course, I'm using my Hourglass Blush Quad. These two blushes I like to mix. Well, actually, I like to mix all of them, but those are my two favorites. And then, okay, I think it is time. Oh, it is time for me to put something on my lips. This is the primer from the Tristique Prime and Color Lip Glaze in English Rose. And then I'm also going to use the most bougiest, expensive lipstick I own. And it is from Givenchy. And it is the La Rouge Liquid in the shade 202 Rose Flanelle. And my stick looks horrible. Let me clean it up so I don't gross everybody out. So instead of actual lipstick, it has like this foam thing, applicator with a hole in the middle, and then you just turn it and then it comes out. You can turn it back and it'll suck it back in there most of the time. But it's not wanting to suck it back in there. And I'm just putting that on the middle of my lip. To kind of highlight that area since I use such a dark lip. Well, not a dark lip, but a bolder lip. And then I'm going to use my Thrive Cosmetics Liquid Lash Extensions, of course, for mascara. You know, I absolutely hate these types of bristles, except on this product. That one, I don't mind. I hear my husband up and moving. I'm sure he appreciated me yelling at him at 8:30 in the morning, saying, "Get up! It's 8:30." One of our goals was that we wanted to start getting up earlier because we were sleeping until 10, 10:30, 11, and then it totally threw off our medication routine. I have to take meds 4 times a day, and since I go to bed at 9:30, 10 o'clock, if I wake up at like 11 o'clock, that means that I'm not going to get all my medication in. And with the gastric bypass surgery, I have to take calcium 3 times a day. And I have to take iron. I take it first thing in the morning, but I can't take it with my multivitamin. I'm not sure exactly why that is. Anyway. And so there's all these different vitamins and supplements that some you can't take with each other. And so there's just a lot. Because I have to take B12, I take vitamin E, biotin, I take a cranberry supplement, I take a multivitamin twice a day, I take 6 calcium a day. What else do I take? Did I say B12? Iron. Anyway, I take a lot of just supplements. And that's basically because the type of surgery I had for weight loss, the Roux-en-Y gastric bypass, I will have to take these supplements the rest of my life because the way the surgery works is that it causes a malabsorption problem. So my body does not, that's why I have to take so much of these dietary supplements because my body is not going to absorb enough of the nutrients from food. So that's your little morning lesson from Lynette. Whoops. I'm dropping stuff on the computer. This is not the method I normally record on, but my Big Daddy computer is, well, it's a desktop computer, so it's not like I can carry it around the house. I don't think this camera is the best on here. Let me try to right all the wrongs in the world with my brows. Is it me or does it look weird right there? I look like an alien. Anyway, that'll just have to do. Of course, I could just go the whole day with my eyebrows arched. Well, at least my eyebrow space is arched. Because, I think I'm going to do a little highlight. I got this brush and it's flat and dense and I really don't know what to do with it besides highlight. It says it's a straight brush. Oh, that does show up. What I'm using to highlight is the center of this. Oh, hello. The center of this eyeshadow palette. It's very highlighty. So far, the palette, I like it. I've heard other people review this palette, and they're basically like it's just, crap. But, not too bad. I'm going to see if I can pop that under my brow bone a little bit. And then the last thing I'm going to do, sorry about my arm, I am going to kind of go over here, make sure there's no harsh lines here. I was going to put eyeliner on, but I changed my mind. I like it just as is. Okay, so this is today's eye look. I'm actually happy with it. All right. So thank you guys for hanging out with me while I get ready this morning. And I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.